Hey, it's your boy here, and we are back. So we got another Datamine here, courtesy of Gengar and Tsukasa, and also Ri. Shoutouts to Ri, of course, for holding it down as well and giving us the skills for the upcoming GHB unit. So we've got the stats, we've got the holoforms, we've got actually a customization pack as well. So let's just jump right in. We'll start things off with the holoforms, and this next round is going to be Radiant Dawn themed. And we've got here Ninja Sanaki, we got Ninja Zelgius, we got Ninja Heather, and then we got Legendary Elincia. So, pretty interesting batch there for the Radiant Dawn side. Obviously, Legendary Elincia, it's always good when they give us either a Legendary or a Mythic Hero as an option for these holoforms. It's not very common, and it's even less common when they give us an Emblem Hero, which they did do one time with Marth. So, is Elincia actually going to be any good to pick up in here? Probably not until she gets refined and remixed, because as it stands right now, you could give her all of the best possible skills, and she's still going to have a very difficult time making any sort of difference on your arena fights. So, yeah, using Elincia is misery. Just trying to get a bonus KO with her. Heather was a nice rally bot for the time, probably not so much anymore. All the things that made her good are just outsourceable to any other better unit that you would rather go for. Ninja Zelgius was a pretty hardcore armor back in the day, but not anymore. His only, shtick was that he had Brave Attacking, and then he had, essentially, Eclipse, but nowadays, we just have better specials and also better weapons, and you can just get Brave Attacking from having the Erica Ring. So he's fallen off, and then Ninja Sanaki as well, she's fallen off too. She was a really good player phaser for a while, one of the better options, and the dance button on the duo skill was really good. But, yeah, not looking too hot. All of these units are very outdated, and refines have no idea when they're going to get refined, any of them. So that's an RIP. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our customization pack here. So for $8.99 US, you're getting 22 orbs, and you're getting 2 of these summoner support and also regular character backgrounds for your units. Oh, we're camping out. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so camping out in Asker. That's actually a really nice looking background. I like that one. You got a little squirrel in the background. Okay. And then this one is the S-rank support one. So this one you would get if you got S-rank support. We got a deer there. We got an owl over there. I believe that's a bat in the trees over there. It's nice to see some wildlife in these. It's always nice when they add animals to the artwork. The only time I can recall it, a really prominent one was the deer in the Jenny artwork for the Picnic Jenny. She had a deer with her, which was pretty cool. So, yeah, not too bad. If you want to go for it, I guess, but these are never worth the cost, so that's my opinion there. Okay, let's take a look at the stats now for our Jugdral homies here. Okay, I didn't realize it was going to take forever to load, but yeah, my internet is a little bit spotty at the moment, so if things take a while to load, that's the reason why. Alright, we'll start things off with Duo Sigurd and Eldigan, who I think is... I mean, this unit is really ridiculous. They may be in contention for, #1 unit in the game. That's how good they are. So, stats here, we've got 41 HP with a Bane. We got 49 attack with a Boon. 41 speed with a Bane, 49 defense, and then 16 res with a Bane. Overall, BST is 196, which is irrelevant. They're a duo hero, so they have a dual skill. And what is there to really say about this unit? They're just Emblem Sigurd, but if Emblem Sigurd was modern and toxic. So they get 25 points of true damage on their weapon, which scales on the AoE that they've got. They have an AoE special. Does 1.5 times their damage based on the enemy's defense. And then on top of that, on their follow-up, they get 80% bonus damage based on defense. So it's essentially like having Ignis combined with a Blazing special in one. Pretty insane to have all that on a special, and the special is still giving them stuff too. It gives them momentum, and it gives them support. it's giving all your allies bonus movement, and then it nullifies stall, which is pretty relevant because obviously Heimdallr is a very common unit, so being able to nullify stall like that is really good. This unit is just really good. I don't know what else to say, man. They are definitely a unit you may want to consider summoning, especially if you don't have Emblem Sigurd. This would definitely be the upgrade to Emblem Sigurd. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to Lachesis up next. So Mrs. Dracula over here, the daughter of Dracula. Her stats, we've got 40 HP, we got 49 attack, 48 speed, 33 defense, 25 res, and then her super boons are on attack and res, and then a bane on HP. Overall, 195 BST, which does matter for her, unlike Sigurd, because she's not going to score high enough for Arena, unfortunately. Unless you're doing shenanigans with the Chosen Blessing, but that's neither here nor there. So this Lachesis, being an attuned hero, she's actually really good. I'm actually kind of surprised how good she is. She's one of those attuned Ryoma and also attuned Tharja situations where the attuned hero actually seems like they're going to be meta outside of just being a fodder bank unit. So all that's really good. She has red styles, so she can get color advantage on green opponents. Being an axe, she has color advantage on blue opponents, and then she has Arc Rival out of the box. She's got really good fodder out of the box. Her new Echo skill seems like it's going to be pretty good for units that don't have Potent naturally. So just a whole lot of good things to say about her, and the kicker is that she's got this crazy Crux buff for allies that essentially gives you bonus double or 4 based on the allies' bonuses. And then you're getting, 7 in-combat healing per attack landed. So, yeah, I mean, these two are really good. This banner might be a good idea to summon on just because of that, how good Sigurd and Lachesis are. Okay, so moving on, we've got Claude up next. So, not FE3 Houses Claude, but Claude from FE4. I remember people used to call him Cloud, actually, back then, because he had the blonde hair, and his Japanese name can be translated either way, like Claude or Cloud, depending on how you look at it. So, yeah, Claude over here, he's got 42 HP. We got 48 attack, 33 speed, 21 defense, 49 res, and he does have a super boon on res. His BST is 193, and he seems pretty okay. He's just a support staff unit, which there's a lot of those going around, obviously. He does get the true damage effect. He gets 25 true damage. He gets a little DR. He's got a new special, the 5-hit special for staff types, which is really good, and it gives support, too. It gives attack and res liberate to allies, which is nice. So, yeah, pretty good fodder pull, or just a unit if you want to use him, too, because he's got okay fodder. He's got a Crux buff for allies. It's similar to the one that Seteth has, where it's giving Drive 7 true damage and 7 true DR, and then it gives a little bit of stats and stuff. And also, by the way, he gives the Miracle Drive. Miracle and then full HP recovery to whoever is in 3 spaces. So, Claude is actually pretty okay for a random staff unit. Alright, we got the banner demote here. We have Noish up next. So, he's got 43 HP, 47 attack, 34 speed, 48 defense with a super boon, and then 23 res. His BST is 195, and he gives off some serious demote energy, honestly. There's not really anything relevant about him. If you wanted to merge him up to plus 10, you're not really going to get too much out of it, because we have a lot of calves with this stat line anyway. But he does have one shining grace to him, and that's his weapon. So his new weapon is basically just like Arena Lance, except it's a little better. Because instead of doing stat scaling off of speed, I believe the arena weapons had 20% of your speed as bonus damage and bonus DR. This guy just straight up has 25 points of true damage and then 15 points of DR built into the weapon. So it's a really good inheritable lance, and it can actually hang in there with some of the best, like Johanna Lance and the Arcane Lances from Hinoka and stuff. So yeah, pretty good demote here, at least in terms of his weapon fodder. And then finally, we got our GHB. So we have Lamia over here. So or Ramia is what I remember her name was. So her stat line, we got 45 HP, 45 attack, 48 speed with a super boon, 39 defense, and 26 res. Her BST is 203, which is pretty good for an infantry type, but she doesn't have a preference weapon or anything like that, so she's not going to be as high of a scoring option as someone like Marnie, for example, or what's his face again? Raphael. Like, he's another high score option. So she is another God Sword, infantry sword type. And as far as her passives are concerned, we got here Forged Blade Plus. We got Dragon Fang, we got Velocity 3, and then we got Speed Smoke 3. So Velocity 3, this is the first time we're getting it on a unit other than the Attuned Hilda, which is pretty cool. So I just want to refresh. I want to see if anyone posted what Forged Blade actually does. I believe we already have forged weapons, though, so it's not like it's anything new. So even if I can't just refresh and find it, I don't think it really makes that big of a difference. Oh, we're getting tickets, quest tickets for... On April 24th, we're getting 5 tickets. Interesting. What kind of banner would that be? We are coming up on Golden Week in Japan, right? Golden Week, I think, is the start of May and, like, the end of April. So maybe we're getting a Golden Week banner. Might be like a Hero Fest or something. Could be. Yeah, so, okay, we didn't get to see Forged Blade, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. All right, so artwork time. Let's take a look at the duo artwork here. Now, I'm a little disappointed in the faces on the neutral artwork. I think they look a little bit like... They're giving that 1,000-yard stare. It looks a little weird. But everything else obviously looks pretty good. So here we got the attacking artwork, which is nice. Actually, again, the faces may be a little messed up there. Particularly Eldigan. I feel like that's not the best perspective there for the face. All right, there's the special attack. All right, pretty solid. And then finally the injured artwork. Okay, that one looks a lot nicer. Yeah, I don't know, man. The faces on this one kind of ruin it for me a little bit. But maybe you guys think different. Let me know in the comments what you think about the artwork for them. All right, next up we have definitely the best art in the banner, on my opinion. So, Lachesis, drawn by the wonderful Suzuki Rika. Dude, Suzuki Rika made her look so good. Lachesis has never looked this badass in her life. Like, this is crazy. And then we got the... Wow, the rainbow looks really cool there. The rainbow effect on her special. Yeah, even the injured art looks really good, too. That's a pretty cool pose that she's got. So, yeah, man, Suzuki Rika is just the Jugdral GOAT when it comes to art. All right, next up we got Claude's art. A little bit more classy. Yeah, he definitely looks like he's from church. I'll put it like that. There, we got the special attack there. Then we got the injured artwork. Okay. All right, let's take a look at Noish up next. Yeah, I mean, why does all of the demo artwork look like this? It's, like, so simple. I don't know how to explain it. It's like anytime you're looking at duo or demote artwork, you can instantly tell. I don't know why that is, but it just is. All right, there's a special attack, and then finally we got the injured artwork there. Okay. All right, and then let's go ahead and move on to Lamia up next. So here is her regular artwork. Okay. All right, there's the attacking artwork. Why does she only have one breastplate? Like, does she not want to protect both of the girls, or is she just playing favorites? What? Okay, that's a little awkward. I would like to imagine you'd want to cover them both up. All right, there's the attacking art, or the special attacking art, which is pretty good. And then there's the injured artwork. I love how they gave her the old school, like, evil girl haircut, by the way. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've seen any anime from the old days, like like Jessie from Pokemon, basically. She has like the same, the front of her hair looks just like that. I don't know what it is, but like every anime baddie from back then had the same hairstyle going on. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the artwork. We'll do one last refresh, see if anything needs to be said. Nope. All right, so let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. This is your boy Tacho signing out, and I will catch y'all again on the flip side.